I'm doing a live. You guys okay if I flash over to you? Alright. So, hello, internet people. Blind Justice, again, here out at our Splash Festival in Aberdeen, Washington. And still sitting here getting signatures on our petition to overturn this unconstitutional ordinance. And just a little bit ago, we shared a video from our friends. They came to the rescue with their cameras because I had some technical difficulties getting mine to work. So I'll brief you guys on what transpired prior to my friends coming to record. An individual claiming to be a police officer came over and said that I was in violation of a parks code. It's AMC 2 dot something. And the specific area that he was citing, because he had it with him, because I asked him to read it, and it says that you can't have signs, and he listed all kinds of signs, but it says for advertising, signs for advertising in the parks. So I asked him, well, what sign is advertising? Because our sign says the people's veto. That doesn't advertise anything. It's simply a communication, right? So he was saying that was a violation, and because I asked him that he probably needs to verify that what advertising is in a legal sense, and that this is not advertising. And he says, well, we're advertising our petition when it's not. Doesn't say sign the petition. Doesn't say anything like that. It's we're just informing people that they actually have the right to veto legislation through the referendum process. It's informative. So we're informing the public of their freedoms and rights on the 4th of July. Right? It's a big part of what we do with this page. Informing people who are ill-informed about their rights and freedoms. Every member of the public, whether that's a person that works for the PD or claiming to work for the PD or whoever, right? So he then said, well, this is a misdemeanor. I still believe that, this is advertising. And so, you can either remove the sign or go back to the limited free speech area back behind me in a little postage stamp, or leave, basically, kind of gave some options. And I said, well, no thanks. I'm going to continue to do what we're doing because I am a free person and I have constitutional rights that protect my freedom, especially on the 4th of July. And he's like, well, this is an arrestable offense. It's a misdemeanor, and you can go to, be under arrest for this. I'm like, okay, well, you can do what you feel like you need to do. And then he said, okay, well, show me some identification. And I said, no, I don't have any identification. And then I asked him for identification. He's like, I need to identify who you are. Please identify that, you are who you say you are, that you work for the police department. And he's like, well, I've got a badge and I've got a name tag. I can't see that. I can't verify that identification. Do you have something that a non-sighted person can verify your identification? Like, you're required to provide that to me. It's ADA regulations, Americans with Disabilities Act. And so he kind of got stumped on that and went to go away. Said, I'll be right back. So he went to go confer with higher ups probably on what to do, and then he came back a few minutes later, and I had friends come and record that second encounter. So you guys can check that out. And sorry I failed miserably on recording the first encounter. I had some phone problems, and sorry about the sound. We've got a show going on next to us, so maybe you may not even hear me right now. So I'm just gonna go and end it, but just keeping you guys up to date. What's going on here? Yeah, police department threatening to arrest a blind veteran for using my rights on the 4th of July and informing the public of their rights. Interesting. Love you guys. Peace and love. And Deo Presto Liber.